Alright, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. Now it is June, okay, which is my least favorite month of the year by far, because for the next month we are going to have companies pandering to a certain group of people, shoving advertisements down our throats that we don't want to see. So, in honor of it being June, I wanted to do the top 10 most prideful UFC fighters, okay, quote unquote prideful. So in other words, dude, the fighters that I think are the most likely to be a part of this certain community, okay? So, let us get started right away. With number 10 on my list, who is Sean O'Malley? Now, in my opinion, Sean O'Malley looks to be one of the most they-them looking dudes on the roster, maybe ever, okay, in the UFC, just period. He looks and dresses as if he, like a his attire is very gender fluid, okay? He's got a very gender fluid aesthetic. He looks like a non-binary school teacher that really wants his students to call him by his first name so that he can appear to be more relatable. But also, if those very same students that he proclaims to love deep down were to use the, correct or incorrect, whatever, dude, the pronouns that he didn't like, looks as though he would freak the fuck out.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Basically, right? Like, real bad. Okay, also, we're aware of Sean O'Malley's past proclivities, okay? Ones that he's actually been quite open about and spoken about. To put it mildly, setting his wife up with dates of people that he knows. Okay, as I said, I'm trying to be somewhat decent here. I'm being mild about it, but unbelievably strange, right? One might say a kink of some sort. Also, as I said, the cross-dressing and all the rest of it. Now, let's move up to number 9 on my list. Who is Khamzat Chimaev? Okay, now in my opinion, Khamzat Chimaev is a, barely closeted homosexual. Okay, Khamzat Chimaev, in almost every build-up to every fight, talks about how he wants to smash his opponent, which I understand that this term is often used in the realm of MMA. We hear it all the time, especially from guys that are ESL. That being said, though, Khamzat Chimaev's changes a little bit when, he'll go from fight week being all soft-spoken and very low and like, brother, I come for anybody, brother, it don't matter, brother, I smash anybody, brother. This shit. To him running to the octagon, doing like the Muslim version of a Ric Flair. Dude's just screeching fucking Allah Akbar all the way to the cage, okay? Not just that, though. When he gets in there and they're about to fight, he does this shit, right? Like the creepy, very sensual look, I might add, okay? And then once the fight starts, it's almost instinct. The first thing he tries to do is what looks to be a sodomizing his opponent. Okay? It's like he can't help himself. He wants you on your knees, and he wants to be on your back. After, as I said, he spent the week talking about how he wants to smash you. He gives you that creepy little look that he does, and he's like screeching all the way to the... It's very unsettling to me, okay? So that's why Khamzat Chimaev's on this list. Now, moving up to number 8. In my opinion, Henry Cejudo, dude, okay? This dude for sure at least swings both ways, okay? In my opinion, because... Look, dude, I understand you're busy chasing your dreams, becoming a double champion, becoming an Olympic gold medalist and all of this stuff. I understand you're 5 foot whatever you are, right? And so maybe things might be a little bit trickier for you. But I don't understand how you could be a virgin all the way up until you retired the first time from the UFC as a double champ and an Olympic gold medalist and all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. And, then when you take that into consideration and you think about how much time he spends with that creepy little fucking gremlin, Captain Eric, things start to look a little bit differently. And I'm talking the same Captain Eric that still wears sunglasses that were cool for like a fucking day in 2010. Bro, like, this guy dresses unbelievably zesty, acts unbelievably zesty. Him and Henry Cejudo set up like a fake breakup, giggling and plotting like women, okay? Weird. So, that's why Henry Cejudo's on this list. Now, moving up to number 7, okay? Michael Venom Page. Now, much like Sean O'Malley, Michael Venom Page, in my opinion, is a cross-dresser, okay? I think that Michael Venom Page, night times as a drag queen, if I'm being honest, okay? He wears sweater vests with nothing underneath. Unbelievably strange choice of attire, but also will wear these really long, like, trench coat dress type things, and then he'll dance and do, really zesty, okay? And also, dude, wanted fighters to get fined for trash talk, which in my opinion is unbelievably gay, okay? And I don't think that that's fucking deniable, right? So Michael Venom Page is on this list for that very reason, all right? The cross-dressing, the strange behavior, the zesty dancing, right? The even oftentimes the zesty celebrations, even oftentimes dancing in the octagon looking very, zesty. And then, as I said, the fines for trash talk, unbelievable, pardon me. And also, some of this stuff might run in the family. Who knows? His dad was a bit of a freak, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, right now, number 6 on my list is Conor McGregor. Now, there is some weird stuff about Conor McGregor, okay? There just is. Now, I understand it's very clear that he likes his wife, right? She's always pregnant, but there's medication for this sort of thing, right? Just ask Jon Jones. But either way. Now, I mean, this guy might have more kids than DMX by the time he's done, for fuck's sakes, but that doesn't matter. That's besides the point, because there's all the other shit, right? So we have Conor McGregor. It was either liking or sharing or retweeting or something, a certain kind of video that only included men, right? And then he deleted it, which is odd, right? Very odd. Then also we've got the stuff on the yacht, right? With the guy who was what was he, a physical therapist or something like that? Very, very weird photos being taken on his yacht. Also, all of a sudden when you think about it, the playing touch butt. You're playing touch butt in the dork with that ponytail, and I'm the one that ain't gonna train up partners. I don't think so. You seem to have it all figured out when you're fucking men. Do you know what I mean? When you realize these other things, and then you go back and think about him and that guy touching butt in the park, shit becomes a little different. Okay, so few reasons why Conor McGregor's on this list. As I said, liking the very weird videos and then deleting it once he realized he did that, I guess. I don't know. And then the weird pictures of him on the yacht and then playing touch butt in the park with that dork with the ponytail, right? It just it all adds up. Now, moving up to number 5 on my list. There ain't no way this dude was staying off this list. He honestly could probably be higher up, but these last 5 were real hard to differentiate and pick between who's going to go where and what have you, right? Israel Adesanya, okay? We got the nail polish, right? Oftentimes we've got cross-dressing, much like Michael Venom Page, much like Sean O'Malley, right? We've got the boobs, so the guy very well might have an estrogen prescription, right? We've got the dog stuff, bro. I mean, this guy is like, he ticks all the boxes. This guy ticks all the boxes. Fuck being just one letter, dude. Israel Adesanya goes, no, I want to be all of them. Much like the countries that he picks, right? He wants to be somebody of like 10 different nationalities. He also wants to be someone of 10 different odd proclivities. And he's just going to own it all. Very weird. As I said, nail polish, boob, estrogen prescription to go along with it, perhaps. Right? Cross-dressing. I mean, he's borderline trans, right? Also, we've got the weird stuff with not only his own dog, but following and liking some puppy play stuff on... Very, very weird stuff. Okay, so that's why Israel Adesanya's on this list. Now, I didn't think there's no way he could have been kept off this list. Now, moving up to number 4. See, as I said, dude, these ones were hard to decide who went where. Ian Garry. Okay, now we already know he likes to watch. But on top of that, there ain't no way this guy is fully straight. Do you know what I mean? There ain't no way. When you think of the little head bobble that he does, like, oh, I challenge you. Super flaming. Okay, also, as I said, dude, the weird kink, he likes to watch. You know what I mean? And there's probably more. There's lots of examples you could go over with Ian Garry, but that's why he's on this list. Multiple proclivities. Okay, moving up to number 3. Dricus du Plessis. Definitely. I mean, Jesus Christ, okay? You, listen. Kissing your coach on the lips. Kissing, not like grabbing the dick, right? Ass grabbing, all of it, dude. The zesty outfits. I mean, he's very well dressed, right? But the coach shit, listen. And then they've tried to play it off as being cultural, right? It's a culture thing, I understand in the West that's not whatever, but that's what happens over in South Africa. But then you got Cameron Simon coming out and saying, no, that's not really a culture thing. Like, I don't do that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know many people that do that kind of shit. Like, it's not just South African. That's Dricus du Plessis, right? And those activities that he participates in are objectively speaking gay. I mean, there's no fucking, which is fine, but there's no argument. You can't kiss I mean, it's, you know, very weird. Anyways, dude, moving up to number 2, Jon Jones. Now, I understand that this is going to surprise a lot of you, because people are going to have expected me to put him at number 1 with all the stuff that's came out recently about Jon Jones, right? We've got the comedy club thing where he's hitting on another guy, trying to touch another dude's thigh, and saying all this unbelievably zesty, sus shit, right? But also we've got the, you know, and then when you look at shit through that lens and you go back and look at some of the ways he was trash talking and things like this, some of the things that he's done, some of the frustrations that he's taken out on women, right? All this stuff. So I understand why people would be shocked that he's not at number 1. But in my opinion, the person that I've picked at number 1, there's too much hard evidence, too much self-admission, right? So Jon Jones is on this list for all of the things that I just mentioned, right? But he's not the top dog, okay? And that is Bobby Green, okay? Shout out to Joe Hogan. Now, Bobby Green, okay, has a story about a gay dude that he used to train with who would get horny when Bobby would take his shirt off.
We training and we've been training for a few sessions, like a good week or two, you know, maybe a week. And at the end of one of the sessions, I take my shit off. I take my shirt off. Like, we've been going rounds and shit, I take my shirt off, like, and we gonna scrap. So scrap. He like, oh no, bro, put your shirt on. I can't concentrate.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah. I was like,
that's after wrestling with that nigga.
Yeah.
You said you was going.
And they would train together. Okay, but not just that. He also describes a very disturbing story, in my opinion, about being, quote, abused as a minor. Now, keep in mind, Bobby was not a literal, like, child at this time. He's a 17-year-old Bobby Green, okay? I mean, this guy's basically an adult, right? His birthday could be next week, okay? 17-year-old Bobby Green, right? Tells a story about how a foster, like, caretaker / foster parent, like, person, somebody that's helping take care of kids, did some shit to him. Now,
attraction to me. I'm 17 years old. You know what I mean? But he like a father to me. And I'm gonna try some cold shit at the end. But what I'm saying is that, like, he did whatever he did. Cool. But what the cool part is, like, I'm so fucked up in the head that to me it's normal.
Bobby said, Bobby said that he knew this guy was attracted to him, and that he tried to do something, and he ended up doing something to him. And I just can't for the life of me, like, I understand that there is a obvious power dynamic that goes on there, and that should be condemned, and this guy should be put in a fucking hole, right? But at 17 years old, okay, I don't see a world in which I allow a man to do that to me without having to be, like, physically restrained. Like, I'm not just letting that happen. Do you know what I mean? And the way he tells the story wasn't like a violent encounter. And then he goes on to, not only that, he emphasizes with the guy, right? And he goes on to kind of justify having an attraction to somebody young.
Like, I understand it. Like, and I'm gonna try to break it down for you a little bit. What I'm saying is, if you have an attraction to a person, say you had a badass bitch in your house, badass bitch. Let's not say the age. We're not saying the age. But just you being around a badass bitch. She graduated high school, so she graduated. You hang around this motherfucker all day. You live with this motherfucker. There's certain things that, I don't know, I say something fucked up in the head, but I've seen so many sexual things happen to people that it's just normal.
Right, and then, talks about how he understands how people could be attracted to somebody just despite their age, but also acting on that. And talks about how, if you get two people in the same room that are attracted to each other, these things happen. Now,
I'm going to say it one more time, and I'm going to just nail it to you this way.
Yeah.
Humans will be humans. And if you put two people alone, and if they're attracted to each other, it's going to happen. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I don't care if nigga and bitch. I don't care nigga and nigga, bitch and bitch. But you put two people together and they're attracted to each other.
Okay.
No, not even to each other.
Now, the way he phrased that was very odd, and thankfully these interviewers are pushing back on him a little bit, trying to push him for, you know, clarification basically and shit like that. But it doesn't get any better for Bobby Green. He just continues to talk about how he knows that he's not normal, but he empathizes. Like, it's very fucking weird. Okay, now not only that, he goes on to talk about, like, raping boxers.
That's why boxers are scared. They all scared. So they know we'll rape y'all niggas like that.
So boxers wouldn't.
We will rape y'all niggas. I don't know if I can say that on
Pause.
Nah, but we'll rape y'all niggas, bro.
Which I know this sometimes gets brought up from MMA fighters, like Justin Gaethje famously says, you know, if one guy can hold you down, another one can, you know, do that and shit like that. But Bobby seemed real fucking eager about expressing this. Okay. Also, the last thing, Bobby Green is obsessed with his outfit. He's obsessed with jewelry. He's obsessed with poetry. Okay. These are all telltale signs of, you know, gay, right? So, for me, that's why Bobby Green is the top gay in the UFC. As I said, the clips I showed you, all this shit. Anyways, dude, like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye.